And like I say, everybody asking for everything.
Please, don't disrespect myself.
So it looks like that Canelo Alvarez is going to be taking it serious when fighting Chris Eubank Jr. Now, this is what's being reported. Michael Benson tweeted this. Canelo Alvarez versus Chris Eubank Jr. reportedly remains in talks despite Chris Eubank Jr.'s new deal with Boxer. It's claimed that Ben Shalom is in fact the person who's been negotiating on Eubank Jr.'s behalf to try to make the fight with Al Haymon's PBC. Listen, this is something that really irks me with Canelo. Now, I'm not trying to say that Chris Eubank Jr. is not a great opponent. I'm not saying anything about Chris Eubank Jr. I'm just saying, is he really a great opponent for Canelo? And I'm not even saying he's a cherry pick. What I'm saying is that I don't want to see Canelo fight somebody who already lost to somebody that Canelo already beat. And Canelo have been doing this a lot. He fight people who lost to people that he's already beat. So for anybody who don't understand what I'm talking about, Chris Eubank Jr. lost to Liam Smith. Canelo beat Liam Smith. Chris Eubank Jr. also lost to Billy Joe Saunders. Canelo beat Billy Joe Saunders. And he always does this. If you guys look at his resume, and I'm not saying he don't have a good resume, I'm not saying Canelo doesn't have a good resume, but he always does this actually. And to put it into perspective so people can understand what I'm trying to say, listen, I wouldn't want to see Tank Davis fight Michelle Rivera. Why? Because he knocked out Frank Martin and Frank Martin beat Michelle Rivera. So I wouldn't want to see Tank Davis fight him. I wouldn't want to see Ryan Garcia fight Regis Prograis. Why? Because Ryan Garcia beat Devin Haney and Devin Haney beat the brakes off Regis Prograis. That's what I'm saying. Now, would the fight be cool? Yes, it'd be cool. But do you really want to see a fighter fight somebody, an opponent that he already beat, also beat? I don't like those type of fights. But then again, this could be a cherry pick gone wrong. Once again, I'm not saying that Chris Eubank Jr. is a cherry pick. I'm saying that maybe Canelo looks at him as a cherry pick. Just like Teofimo Lopez did with George Kambosos. He looked at George Kambosos as a cherry pick. And he's supposed to have been won that fight. He really supposed to have been won, and George Kambosos ended up beating him. But then George Kambosos turn around and lose to Lomachenko, somebody that Teofimo Lopez had already beat. Now, when it's a situation like that, that's actually okay. But when it's a situation like you fighting somebody that lost to a person that you also beat, that's when it's like, bro, come on, man. You can do better than this. You are a better boxer than this. You can pick a way better opponent than this. And I know somebody's going to say, but Chris Eubank got his get back at Liam Smith. So what? He still lost. He still got beat by him. Somebody who Canelo had already beat. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just ranting. But I just feel like that if he ain't going to fight David Benavidez, at least give somebody like Christian Mbili a chance, or somebody like a David Morrell. But of course, he ain't going to fight nobody like a David Morrell. At least I don't think he would. And if the negotiations really go through and he's going to be fighting Chris Eubank Jr., then you can expect this to be an easy win for Canelo Alvarez.